This conference will now be recorded.
Right. This is welcome back. This is Rajesh again. So we are discussing the topic about the managing input and output statements and the predefined functions that was being related to the input and output also. So the first thing, managing input and output is nothing but reading the input and writing the output of the data. Okay. So using how can you read and write the data using the functions, predefined functions which are already been existing, okay, of the computer program. They are also known as input and output operations also, we can call it as. Not only the printf and scanf, we have unformatted form. There are two types of operators are available carried out in this. The input and output, the data may be one characters, two strings, and three numbers. So it may be of any type that it can be performed. So the input and output operations are carried out through function calls. So there are two types of input and output statements. One is formatted input and output statement, and another is unformatted input and output statements. Right. The formatted input and output statements are nothing but the predefined functions, which are nothing but the scanf and as well as the printf. Okay. And unformatted input and output statements are getchar, putchar, and getch, getch, and getters and putters, and all these things will coming under to unformatted input and output statements, right? So using these things, what we are going to performing here is the data that can be arranged in a specific manner is known as the formatted data. Okay, so these are all nothing but the formatted input and output statements, whereas the data, the input and the data is not arranged in any specific manner, then the data is said to be an unspecific format. The corresponding input and output operations used to perform represents the unformatted data are known as unformatted input and output statements. But the formatted input and output statements, which are nothing, which are the things like, formatted input and output, as earlier I already been told that the scanf and as well as the printf. See, fscanf and fprintf is also there, but these things are related to the file related printf and scanf actually. But as part of the standard keyboard, then we can able to read the data using the scanf, using the scanf. Whereas as part of the console related on the monitor screen, we can able to see whatever the output that we are going to be monitored, that we are going to be displayed on the screen using the printf predefined function. Okay, so the file related scanf and as well as the file related printf is also there. That is deals with the files concept actually. So let us see the basic things that we are going to be, the primary things that we are going to perform most 80% of the operations that was being performed from the keyboard, the standard input device, and as well as the standard output device, which is nothing but keyboard and as well as the monitors, right? So the scanf, for reading the values, the function is used to read the information from the standard input device, that is nothing but what one keyboard. Right, what is the sentence that it has to follow? The scanf is the keyword. Within the brackets, we have to go with control string, which is the control string is nothing but the percentage %d, the format specifiers. Okay, so and immediately within the double quotes, we have to go with the comma, and it has to start with an ampersand, the address value of the particular variable. Okay, in that address value of the particular variable, the value is going to be stored, whichever the value that was being given from your keyboard. So how can you read that? Int n, you said. So within that int n, that means int is nothing but what meant on percentage %d. What is the format specifier? Percentage %d. So scanf percentage %d ampersand n. So ampersand n is nothing but where it is nothing but the address location of variable n. So where that we are going to be storing a value, whichever the value that was being passed over from your keyboard, that has to be stored into the address location of variable n. Okay, so this is how we can able to read the value from the standard input device. But right, so standard input device and the printf statements, and we can able to, in the same way, we can able to display the value on the printf percentage printf percentage d comma n we can able to say, so that it will give you the value on the monitor. So control string percentage format specifies the represents the type of the data and format of the data that the user is going to implement. The symbol and gives the address of the variable. But the format specifications are nothing but these are the things: the single character for decimal integers, the floating point values, floating point and point values, starting point values, short integers, decimals, hexadecimals. All these things are nothing but the format specifiers. Okay. Formatted input and output statements. So in this formatted input and output statements, the control string also contains escape sequence characters, sequence like slash n, slash t, etc. So control strings and the variables going to input and output should match within each other. So the simple format specifies as follows: is percentage w, where w is nothing but the width type specified. So the type of format specifier that he has been specified. That means, so the percentage 4d, that means the width of the integer, it is going to giving you the four spaces of width actually. So that is what it was going to be said, that there 4d, 4 is nothing but the width on the screen. Represent the integer value, specifies the total number of columns. Okay. So percentage 5d ampersand a, that means a is equal to 43777. So what does it says, man? So it was actually the value, it was consisting of 4 digits, but you said that percentage 5d. So the width is nothing but totally how many cell spaces it has to occupy? 5. So out of those 5, it has to be occupied from the 4377. Then whichever the left hand side that that a space is been indicated with. Okay. So in the same way, the formatted input statement or formatted output statement is a printf statement. Okay, so in this printf statement that you can able to see, the syntax here is it is used to display the output and the combination of the data and as well as the text. So both the things we can able to display, or you can able to display only the data also. So using that, how can you, what is the syntax that we have to follow? Printf control string within the double quotes control string in comma variable 1, variable 2, and so on. We can able to how much, whatever the variable that you want to display on the screen, variable values, then we can able to go on with that. So the control string consists of 3 types of items. One, characters that will be printed on the screen as the appear. So printf is a simple text message that we can able to print on the screen. So printf enter within the double quotes, enter the value of a and b. So that is also we can able to simply printing the output text message on your screen. Okay, so this is how this is what, and again the format specifiers is also going to be used in the same as it is in the with the scanf also. So percentage c, percentage d, e, f, g, h, i, o, s, u, x, and all. Simple format specification as follows. Percentage w, the type specifies, it is also going to giving you the number of columns with actually the escape sequence characters such as slash n, slash t, and all these things will be giving you the space. The slash n is for the new line, and the slash t is for the um, tab space that we are going to give some kind of designing concept. We can able to go with all these kind of things. So unformatted input and output statements, the get char, put char, get c, put c, get s, put s, and get ch and get ch. See, the first thing here is the get char. The get char is the function where which can able to read a single value from the keyboard from the standard input device. See, the first most syntax that we can able to see here is the char variable name that is equal to get char. So whatever the variables that was being entered, whatever the value that was being entered from the keyboard, it can able to read only the single value. Please make a note of it, single value from your standard input device. So there is nothing but the keyboard. Whatever you had been typed, that was being read into the X variable. So once it was being read, then we can able to print that value. So, and the next one here is the put char. So put char is nothing but just whatever the red value, instead of that one, we can able to display it on the screen using the syntax put char of ch variable, char variable. So that means char x is equal to a. Let us assume like put char is equal to x, simply displaying on your screen. So char ch, enter a character slash and get ch is equal to get char of, enter the character is put char of ch. This is what the output it can be able to give you. Then get c and put c. So getc and putc are the two things that we can deals with the files concept, man. So let us assume, like, see, it is also things like it can able to read the single character from a file. Okay, but not from the standard input device. Okay, so it is able to read the single read value from a file only. Okay, so char variable name that is equal to get c off. So c is equal to, we can able to see a simple program, open xyz comma or get c of f1, then percentage printf percentage c, as it is a character, then percentage c comma c. Okay, then put c, simply it will display that file pointer. Based on that file pointer, it can able to display the value on your screen actually. Okay, so this is what file f1 char c1 c2 are the two variables. Then input w get char is equal to put cfn. So all these things will be coming under to the programs or the files concepts. Okay, and get s, where it was can able to read the group of strings. There is, which is something but a string man. So string is nothing but a group of characters. So getters is the function, that is syntax that it has to follow with array of variables actually. Okay, so char variables. So it can able to read the group strings from your standard input device, whichever has been passed from over the keyboard. Okay, so it can able to use read the strings. So get s of s, which it can able to read a whole use number of paragraphs also. So then put s is for just in order to display the values on the in order to display the strings on the screen actually. Okay, so these are the things that get ch and get ch, both the functions. It can able to read the value. It can able to get ch is the values that can able to read only the value, but whereas get ch, it can able to read the value, at the same time it will display or echo the value also. So that is what the main difference between get ch and get ch, both the things. Okay, so character set functions, so some few are there. Input and output statements, like the printf and scanf, we've already been discussed about it. So so this is all about the input and output statements that we had been discussed right now. So and you can using the width also, we had already been seen that. So this is all about this managing input and output statements. Thank you for all. Okay, have a good day.